My name is Jacob Wormer. I'm 17 and I have autism. Second.
Jacob was around 2 years old when he was initially diagnosed with PDD, which is pervasive developmental delay. At the time, the pediatrician could not diagnose autism. We had to go to a special behavioral clinic to go through an extreme amount of testing. Initially, we were told that he would probably never talk. He may not walk properly. It was hard to hear at first, knowing that you would have this challenge forever. We started involving him in speech therapy, occupational therapy, ABA therapy, which is applied behavioral analysis. It was a modified form. And with that, he started learning PACS, Picture Exchange System, which actually gave him a start on learning words.
Did you guys sleep on the bus, or did you stay at a hotel on Thursday night?
We were on the bus.
I'm a speech language pathologist, so I work with children and adults, primarily children at this point, anywhere between birth and usually 18, but sometimes we see kids through like mid-20s depending on what their skills are. Do come in, said Mrs. Lane. I'm already late.
Here's your list. I didn't forget anything, but you will know what to do.
Some of the differences I see in the people that I work with who have autism, some of them have great understanding of spoken language. Some of them need visuals to help boost their understanding. It helps them to have pictures or words of what's coming next, and that schedule helps them to feel a little bit more organized, knowing what's going to be coming next. Sometimes people are challenged with being able to speak, so sometimes we use sign language, but we also encourage therapists and other people who are working with people with autism just to be able to look for the signs in their bodies of what their bodies are telling us. Their ability to express themselves doesn't mean that they don't know what they're thinking. They just don't have a good way to think about it. And often I will think, so pretend that you're with someone who's from another country and they can't tell you what they want. What do? We don't make assumptions about their intelligence. We assume that they are typically intelligent, understanding. We just have to figure out how are we going to communicate with each other.
I think I am the same as everyone else.
Why do you wear earplugs?
I struggle with dealing with loud noises.
How does it affect you?
It's loud.
Do you just not like the sound, or
I just don't like the sound being loud.
does it hurt at all?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
There's something called environmental confusion, where people on the autism spectrum have a hard time when there's a lot of information coming at them and there's lots of demands for talking or social situations that might be too overwhelming, and they don't have the skills yet that need to be taught. It might just be like sensory overload. Like if you go to a certain store, there's lots of lights and sounds and movement and things, and that might be too much for an individual with autism to manage. Autism looks different in every individual. You could see a person with autism and it would look just like anybody else walking down the street. They're just unique individuals.